All right, Doug here with Yaskala, and I'm at FabTech. I'm at the PushCorp booth, and so they're a good partner of ours. We've got PushCorp in our booth here at FabTech, but right now I'm at their booth, and I'm with Max, the VP of Sales and Engineering, and Max is going to take us through some of the products you guys have showing. So,
thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
yeah.
So here at FabTech, we are showing our new RI90 product, which is a swivel rotate that allows you to change a axially compliant tool to a radially compliant tool. So our compliance devices allow you to apply a force in a single direction. So right now we're controlling the force here. This weighs about 40 pounds. And you can see we can set the amount of force that we have. And then we have a new product that we're showing here that allows you to rotate the product so that if you have an axial solution and need to change over to a radial solution, you can do that all within the same equipment. So now we're set up to go radially.
Very slick.
And then we can go back as needed, all within the same amount of equipment. So we make a full line of DC servo spindles, ranging down from 2 horsepower, 12,000 RPM, all the way up to 15,000 RPM, 15 horse. Force compliance devices, we make both passive and active, everything of which we're showing here in the booth. And everything is tied in through your field bus or discrete communication protocol directly to your robot and or PLC. So moving on, we also have, this is the large spindle that I was just describing with a diamond wheel on it on our medium-sized active compliance device. We have our RBS, which is the robot belt sander. This runs a 3-inch wide, 72-inch long belt. Does have controls to be able to extend and retract the air cylinder so you can change different belts as they wear. This also mounts to our standard compliance devices. Here we have a pretty unique product. This is a weld shaver, so this is actually more of a machining process. It has a wheel with a cutter, and you can do very, if you want to come over to this side, Doug, here. Yeah. So it's got a cutter on here, and these two wheels set the relationship to the cutter, and you can remove a high volume of weld very quickly. Floor-mounted belt sander here. This is our smaller of 2 belt sanders. That runs a standard belt. Here we show it with the porpoise nose on the front for doing some fine detail work, or we can run any series of different belts on here as well, showing a Scotch-Brite product there. And then here, this is a neat product. This is our servo finishing stand, which is essentially our belt sander with the back half cut off. And here we're showing a part-in-hand polishing project. So on the far side, you've got a Norton Fab that is a more of an abrasive buff. It's a fixed abrasive buff, able to do your cut, and then you can do your polish with your bonnet here. This device also capable of controlling the force, and one of the nice things is the compliance device will compensate for the wear of the wheel as that wheel gets smaller. It does feedback the position, so you can update your robot position once the wheel gets too small, or call out for production to change that wheel. Here we have our large belt sander. This runs a 20-inch contact wheel. You can see here we did something for a customer in a foundry where they were cutting gates off with an abrasive wheel, and then able to come back with the same device and use the belt sander to grind those gates flat. So this is very neat, robust product, actually being featured in Fabrication News Daily here during the show, along with that weld shaver that we saw previously. Here we're showing one of our passive compliance devices. So this device here has no smarts in it. It is just working on the air that's in it. So you can see it can do both force in the up direction and the down direction. So we can control these sanders in any of the 2 orientations. These are our pneumatic sanders that we sell with built-in vacuum. Very popular product if you're looking for a low-cost solution.
Okay.
Then here finally is our main showpiece showing our automated tooling and equipment in our trade show booth. So that is an active compliance device with 2 of our smaller SM1202 spindles. One's running a rotary sanding application, the other one showing a grinding application. So this package here is ideal for a small robot application. You can go on YouTube and see these actual videos working. Just here at the show, we're trying to keep the booth a little clean.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's kind of you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a great product for us. It's been very popular, like I said, even especially in the small robot market. And then over there on the far side, we're showing our paper changer, where the robot will automatically swap out this this abrasive paper once it becomes worn down.
It's a great setup, all inclusive here.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you. Yeah, so here's that paper change. It's going to go down, swipe out, remove the paper, and it'll go back in and grab a new piece. So what it did there was a verification that the paper was removed.
Okay.
If the paper wasn't removed, it'd go back and try again for the swipe. Inside of there, we can hold between 100 to 150 pieces of paper, depending on the grit of the abrasive and the thickness of the paper. But this has also been a very popular product for us. It's been selling very well, especially in existing robot cells that are out there running, where they have operators manually changing the paper today.
Oh, yeah. Great. Well, Max, thank you very much for that rundown.
Absolutely, Doug. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good show.